All right, welcome everybody. I'm going to give it a couple minutes for everyone to get in here. We are going over selling a home, all the steps in selling a home here in the state of Maryland. I'm going to, like I said, give a few more seconds for people to come in here. Just bear with me. Hope you guys can. All right, welcome everybody. Hope everyone can see the presentation that I have up here. Going to give it a couple seconds for people to join in. We're going to be going over the steps of selling your home in Maryland. So if you guys can see this presentation, I'm going to go ahead and start now. So we're going to start off, with introduction of myself. My name's Reid Herrington, but I'll get to that slide in a few minutes. We're going to go over some comparable and market analysis. We're going to go over pricing your home for success, avoiding common go-to market mistakes. We're going to also go over prepping your home before buyers see it, ways to prepare your home before listing, staging your home, when it's time to show your home, when your home is ready to hit the market, what to do, what to expect when you receive some offers, and what to do after you accept an offer up until closing and passing the keys over to the new buyer. All right, well, I'm going to go over to the next slide here. So my name is Reid Herrington. I've been in the real estate business for about 2 years now. I graduated the University of Mississippi, earning my bachelor's degree in business administrations with an emphasis in real estate. My passion for real estate came from working summer jobs for my stepfather's construction company, while also doing some commercial and residential landscaping on the side. So we're going to start off, like I said, by going over the comparable market analysis. Basically what this is it's an estimate of the home's price based on recently sold comps or basically similar properties in the same neighborhood or proximity of your house within the last 90 to 180 days. The market we've kind of been in for the last 2 years, we've only been doing your comparable market analysis for about 90 days out, just because the market's been, changing so rapidly with how many homes or how quickly homes have been going on and off the market. But as the market starts to change, a good rule of thumb is, always 90 to 180 days looking back in the same neighborhood of what those homes recently sold for. While we're doing these market analysis, we're basically going to pick out the homes most similar to yours based on, size, square footage, style, location, number of bedrooms, bathrooms, updates, and we're going to make these adjustments accordingly to, create a value we think your home could sell for that, best suits the market itself. Some things that we can control while doing these comparable market analysis, or CMA, what we like to call them, is the condition of your property, the interest we can generate, and the list price as we're doing it. So condition, obviously, you can update your home as much as you want. You can repaint, you can clean, kind of anything you can really think of, to give you a competitive edge to increase, that value just a little bit. The things we can't control is the location and the competitors and the market conditions that are surrounding us. Those are obviously fixed that we can't really touch. The next thing, once we have our CMA and we give us the realtors, the CMA of your home, we're going to be going into, what's the best way to price your home to gain that competitive edge. Current conditions definitely do determine the value of your home, and proper pricing is crucial for the success of your home. You'll see on this graph that I have, really where you want to price your home is the asking market price is the best possible spot you want to have your home at. Is pretty much the fair market value. You don't really want to be at the top 10% or the bottom 10%. The bottom 10%, you're not getting all the value for your home, right? And then if you go all the way to the top of this graph, it's going to attract less buyers for your home. So you really want to be, somewhere in between to attract, as many possible buyers as you can. I do have a little notes here. Realistic pricing achieves maximum price in a reasonable time. And the improvement costs are also always more important to add to value. If you think about it, if you have like an updated kitchen with, new countertops and let's say granite countertops and new cabinets and fresh paint, new appliances, that's obviously going to be more attractive to a lot of buyers and increase your home's value than something that's like 20 years outdated. If you overprice your home, remember it makes the other homes seem more attractive and helps sell than the competition. Let's go on to the next slide here. One thing that you always want to remember is avoid common go-to market mistakes. So I listed 4 here that are pretty common that a lot of home sellers don't really think about when they're getting ready to sell their home or on the market currently. So the first one I want to say is let's avoid not thinking like the buyer. We really want to think like the buyer, because as soon as the buyer walks in that home, we want these buyers to, really make them feel like they're at home. So we want to obviously depersonalize the home. While it's difficult to think like a buyer, it's important you make every effort to do so. Remember, potential buyers need to see your house as their home. So together, we'll make it easy as possible for them to do just that. The next one I have is following buyers around when they have their showings. This is something you don't want to do. Remember, whenever possible, try not to be home when your property is being shown to prospective clients. They need to envision your home as their own, so it's best that they do it on their own and without you there. We want to increase our market exposure. While real estate is certainly a local business, it's critical to reach the largest pool of potential buyers for your home. Increased market exposure can increase the demand and often lead to a better sales price. And then the last one I have is not knowing your competition. You really want to know your competition because it helps you know where you stand in the market. Evaluating the competition is part of the competitive market analysis and will help your position of your home position your home properly in any market. And if a competitive home sells, we'll use that knowledge to evaluate your home's relative position in the market. All right, the next slide I have is the next step, I should say, is preparing your home before buyers see it. Remember, your home has just one chance to make a great impression with every potential buyer. You want to present a clean, spacious, clutter-free home, the kind of place you would like to buy. If you were to accomplish a little every day, meaning cleaning and decluttering and organizing, not in a short matter of time, your home will be the one that buyers are dreaming of. So it doesn't have to be all done within one day or one weekend, but do a little bit here and there over time. Like I said, we want to declutter and depersonalize your home, because one of the biggest things we need to do is let buyers envision themselves in your home. Home purchasing decisions aren't just made on location, price, and home features. They're made on emotions. Most buyers are expecting a move-in ready home as well. To help you determine which renovations will bring you, well, let me start over again. We, the realtors, will help you determine which renovations will bring you the most return on your investments, and will connect you with the contractors and licensed professionals to help with these projects and many others like painting and purging. We'll help you when it's the best time to put your home on the market. Like I said, most buyers are expecting a move-in ready home. If you do the legwork now, it makes packing and moving a whole lot easier. So I just listed a few ways here to prepare your home before listing it. For the interior, we want to put fresh paint or do some touch-up paint. We also, while we're doing these touch-up paints, it's crucial that some of these homes, they have old paint on the walls, and doing a little fresh up paint, even touch-up paint with the same color, can make your home look like it's got polka dots, and that's really something we don't want. So we really want to do the best we can to touch up or repaint most of it if need be. The other thing we want to do on the interior is shampoo and clean the carpets. We will also want to remove excess furniture that we don't always use. The reason why is because we want these home buyers, as they're walking through your house, to see the space of the home for what it is, and we want to basically make the home feel as big as possible. We want to repair problems such as loose doorknobs, leaky toilets or traps, cracked molding, basically whatever you can think of. And to give a good example of this, I currently have a listing that we did not repair one of the not the loose doorknobs, but one of the doorknobs. We knew the lock was a little finicky, but it ended up jamming on us, and it took us a good long time to unlock it, and unfortunately the problem arose as a potential buyer was viewing the home, which can leave a sour start in the or a sour taste in the potential home buyer's mouth from the start, which we definitely do not want. Again, we want to declutter and depersonalize, and let's replace all light bulbs to make them the same color throughout the home. We don't want in a lamp or chandelier 3 lights that are one color and 2 that are another color. That definitely doesn't put off a good look either. For the exterior of the home, we want to really make a good curb appeal. Basically, we want to mow, trim, take care of all the grass, maybe put some potted plants on the porch, whatever we can do to make the home as warm and welcoming from the start. Because remember, a home buyer or a person, they make up their mind if they like someone or something within the first 10 to 15 seconds of viewing this place. So we want to do whatever we can to put a good perspective into the home buyer's mouth. We want to repair weathered areas. That could be siding, that could be the brick that needs cleaning, the roof, maybe the gutters need to be cleaned out. We want to maybe touch up some paint outside. Maybe you have some wood trim around windows that the paint is cracking. Let's sand that down and put some fresh exterior paint on it, so it doesn't look like so it looks like the house is very neat. Again, we also want to declutter outside, so no like excess trash outside, no trailers, no junk in the backyard, in the driveway. And if you're having trouble with getting some of those things done, we can provide, like I said, you with the recommended, with a list of our recommended licensed and reputable contractors that can help you out to help. All right, going on to our next slide here. We're going to talk about, staging your home. So we really want to rearrange furniture to emphasize space. Remember in the previous slide, I said, let's take out some furniture that, maybe we don't need in the house or we don't use. It's really because we want to emphasize the space, and once we take that furniture out, and we have this excess space, let's rearrange some of this furniture so we can, make good use of the space to emphasize how much, once you rearrange the furniture, how much, can fit in that room almost, and how much open space you still have. Let's set the kitchen tables to help buyers view their family meals there. Because remember, we want these buyers to have a great expectations and see themselves and their family living in the home. Let's organize their cabinets or your cabinets, because I'm assuming you guys were obviously a home buyer at one point in your life, and as you were walking through that home, you were opening up some cabinets and to see basically the space. And again, we don't want anyone to see unorganized cabinets, Let's hang fluffy bath towels on the rack, or regular bath towels, whatever. Again, making everything nice, neat, and clean. Declutter and take down family photos and personal effects. Again, us realtors, we can give recommendations on what can best help and stage your home. When it's time to show your home, we'll open all the curtains and blinds. Remember, natural light equals good. It's very good for that home buyers can see all the natural light that comes into the home. It can make them feel like they don't have to turn on as many lights during the day. And it also gives off a nice warming effect inside of a person. We want to turn on all lights as well. We want to put away any toys, clothes, or other clutter, so definitely clean up. We're going to make our beds nice and neat, stretched out, and, tight bedding. We want to do a quick clean / vacuum, so wipe down the counters. If you made a mess, clean it up, vacuum the floor. Take your pets with you, dispose of any trash, and we want to keep the temperature inside the house as comfortable as possible. I can tell you from experience, in some vacant homes, I've been showing some of my past buyers some of these places, and as you walk into the home, no one's been there, so it's like 85 degrees inside the house. So when you're walking through that house, we're sweating. It's just not a good time while we're in there, and it's ultimately made the buyer not want to buy the home, even if it's a very nice property. It just left a bad taste in your mouth. Remember, everything we're trying to do is put a good taste in the potential buyer's mouth, so they can see themselves and their families growing up in these homes. Once your home hits the market, we're going to place a lockbox on the property. or let me start over. Once your home is ready for the market, we're going to place a lockbox on your property. We're going to have professional photos taken, paid by myself, the realtor. We're going to put a for sale sign in the front of your yard if the HOA allows it. We're going to then put your home on the multiple listing services, which is the MLS and coming soon status before going active. Putting your home in coming soon status can, give these potential buyers and others a notice that this home that's meeting their criteria is about to hit the market, so they can, get all their ducks in a row. So once that home hits the market, they're ready to go, and they could potentially put an offer in, right after they view it. Sometimes people put their homes in, instead of coming soon status, straight to active. But if that happens, some of these buyers, they may not be ready or not to put an offer in on your home. So really, putting it in coming soon status for 3 to 5 days, maybe even a week, can attract even more buyers that will potentially be 100% ready when they're ready to go buy a home. We're going to set up showings through what we call showing time. This is a service that we use to schedule all of these showings in. Once the showing is done, we can receive feedback that can be emailed through to you, the seller, and me, the listing agent. When people request showings, there will be a notice that is sent out to you, the seller, and me, the listing agent, also. It can either be, within an hour before, 2 hours before, 24 hours before, or it can just be, a go and show. If it's like 30 minutes to an hour or more, and the showing needs to be accepted, we'll definitely get that notification and have to accept it before anyone's allowed to go view the property. And then we typically like to do an open house over the weekend, whether that's a Saturday or Sunday or both days. So now we have our offers received and expectations when we receive our offers. So once we receive an offer, the listing agent, myself, will call potential buyers, the potential buyer's lender, if they have one and they're not spending cash. By talking to the lender, we can determine or help you come to a conclusion how financially stable this buyer is, how motivated they are from the lender's ears and eyes or point of view, and like I said, help us make a decision. Again, we'll talk to the buyer's agent to go over some details if we have any questions from the offer sent over, so we're all on the same page. The best transactions are when both realtors and all parties in the transaction are on the same side. It definitely makes for a smooth, easy transaction. As anything else, while everyone's on the same side and in the know, it really makes a lot of things a lot less complicated. Once we do all those steps, we, the listing agent, will go over the offers with you, the sellers. We'll help you determine, your estimated net proceeds from the house and offer terms, and really talk over which one, could be, the best potential fit. But ultimately, the choice of which offer you want to accept is up to you. We're just here to help advise and help you make some of these decisions with you. Expectations with these offers coming in. So there are some things called contingencies, and contingencies are periods of time that need to be met or periods and details that needs to be met before the house can be closed on. And these contingencies can be inspections, either as is or contingent. So basically getting property inspections, right? That property inspection is usually done within 7 to 10 days, depending on, what type of property inspection they want to have, whether it's a well and septic, if it's a structural and mechanical, wood destroying insect, lead-based paint, if it's 1978 or before that. Those are some of the inspection contingencies that you can see depending on your property. Those have to be met if there's any repairs, to be, and if there are any repairs that need to be done as well. If your home is in an HOA, homeowners association, you have a document review period of, it's like 3 to 5 days once you receive those documents, if it's applicable, right? If the buyer or buyers are going through an appraisal, like getting a finance, if they're financing the home, they'll most likely have to go through an appraisal, which can take anywhere from 2 to 3 weeks to be done. And then, one of the other ones is financing commitment. So if the lender is going to approve and say, yes, this loan is going to be approved for the home. Once you accept an offer and we go under contract, the first thing, we're going to do is we're going to, contact all the parties involved, or the buyer is going to contact all the parties involved. Us as the seller, we're going to order the HOA resale package if applicable. Like I mentioned in the previous slide, you have that review, that HOA document review period that the buyers have. And once we go under contract, we'll order that HOA, homeowners association resale package, and we'll give that to the buyers for their, review period to start on that. So we really want to do that as quick as possible and get these contingencies out of the way as soon as possible. The estimated cost of these HOA resale packages are anywhere from $200 to $400, and you or the realtor can buy that, can order those HOA packets and documents. If the realtor does, just expect maybe to pay them back at settlement. You'll want to pack your home if you haven't already started. But if, we've gone through the whole process of, getting ready to put the home on the market, taking furniture out, decluttering and organizing, we've already done a lot of that. So you still have a lot to pack, but it's not going to be as much in a short amount of time from offer acceptance to closing. Once you accept an offer, it can be anywhere from 30 to 45 days to expect to pack everything up and get the house, to closing. We'll want to forward our mail, look for emails from the title company. It could be, those emails could be, to get some information from you guys about, what about the title, loan payoffs, and some others. We want to switch and stop utilities and current homeowners insurance. And then, we just kind of want to wait for, closing time. So as closing day hits, right before the day of or the day before settlement, just know that the buyer will probably do a walkthrough. Again, that's going to be the day of settlement or the day before, and this walkthrough is going to allow the buyer to make sure nothing has happened to the home since the time they did their inspection, and basically let them know that they're going to be getting, the house that they're expecting to get. So don't go breaking any doors, any windows, destroying the home or anything like that. You want to attend settlement with your realtor, bring your IDs, you're going to sign some documents, you're going to take a picture with your realtor if you're having a great hair day, and then you're going to celebrate. So that pretty much concludes my home seller presentation that I have for you guys. If you have any questions, feel free to, call or text me. Feel free to email me. My phone number is 203-702-3147. Again, that's 203-702-3147. And my email is reid.herringtonhomes@gmail.com. All right, I appreciate you guys for, sitting here and listening to my home seller presentation. Again, if you guys have any questions, feel free to call, text, or email me. And if you're, looking to sell your home or getting ready to sell your home or even thinking about selling your home, feel free to reach out and, I can help give you guys some pointers to get it on the market and help you with the, one of the biggest financial decisions ever. So, yeah. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you, guys.